Hi, my name's Ayrton, and I've been working on go-karts, engines, race cars, and road cars for as long as I can remember, learning what I can from my dad's 40 years experience and friends who have helped me along the way. I want to share this journey with you as I continue to learn, and maybe it might help someone else like me, when it comes to fixing their car.
Hi everyone, it's Ayrton here from Flippin' Man Motorsports, and today we are going to change the ball joints in the tow car. So if you follow our Instagram, you probably see that we do use the almighty Falcon to tow our race vehicles to the track sometimes, and it goes pretty well, but it's a Falcon, so the ball joints do go on them. So today we're going to be trying to do a step-by-step guide on how to change them.
Alright, our next step is we have to chock the wheels up. So one thing you want to make sure is important if you're on a slope and facing backwards, when you jack the car up, especially if the rear wheels come off the ground, the handbrake doesn't do the front brake, so it's going to roll backwards. So we're going to chock one from the back on this, and then you also want to place one in front. Even though in this example the car would probably roll backwards, it's still a good habit to make sure you're chocking it front and rear.
Everyone, our next important step is we gotta have to break the wheel nuts with the breaker bar before we jack it up, because if we don't, and you put the gun on for an example, or even the breaker bar, the wheel will just spin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna crack the wheel nuts and then we'll jack it up.
Okay guys, so we've just taken off all the wheel nuts and we've put them safely here. Now, as you saw, I did have to put an extension on, so you might have to do the same thing if you got the same setup. But yeah, what we're going to do is now we're going to pull the wheel off and we're going to have a look at what we got. Now that we've got the wheel off, we're going to have a look at the brake caliper. One thing I do recommend doing is I'd recommend turning your steering wheel all the way to the right if your caliper's on the front. So on the back, I'll turn it the other way, because you want easy access to the big bolts on the back. Now for the big bolt at the back, you'll need a 15mm socket. Alright guys, so as you can see, as I'm undoing the outer tie rod here, it was quite easy to break off with the breaker bar and then with the ratchet. So as you can see, I'm undoing it and then I start hitting it with the hammer here. Honestly guys, you do need to hit it really hard. You do see I hit it from the back on. I don't really know why I did that. You should be hitting it side on, and you got to hit really hard, because I actually had to get my dad in to help me because it just wasn't looking that good. So yeah guys, make sure you're hitting it really hard, just so you could drop the ball joint out of its place. Okay guys, so the wiring loom was, the nicest way to say it was being a pain from the bolt. So what I ended up doing is, if you guys can see, sort of up here, just up behind there is a plug. I just ended up unplugging it. It's just gonna help me get through this a lot quicker. But now we're on to the bottom ball joint nut. So I'm using a 7/8 for it, and yeah, let's see what we can do. Hi guys, it's Ayrton. After a little bit of bodgy work,
we got the old one out. We had to cut the thread because our tool isn't big enough to go over the whole thing with the adjustments on it. So we did have to cut it and then use the tool, and unfortunately we couldn't record because it was a lot of back and forth sort of thing, and it would just kind of bore you guys a little bit. So what we decided to do is we decided to take a break from rolling the camera, get it done, put the new one in, and yeah, she looks pretty good. So a lot better than the old one. Like, it's floppy and old, so it's not what you want from, you know, a BF Falcon. So now the only thing we can do is put it back together and see how she looks. Hopefully she goes alright. I didn't get to show taking out the ball joint this side or the other side because I thought I had taken it out on the other side, but it turns out I didn't. But like I said, we had to cut it and drop it out. So yeah, it's pretty cool, this tool. This tool does a pretty good job. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try and we put this up and we use the tool to wind it back in. I'm gonna just do it and not talk because I feel like you guys would rather watch it being done than me talking.
Alright guys, so as you can see here, I am just winding on the new ball joint. I did forget to mention on the other side that I didn't need to cut the thread off the ball joint, so make sure you guys don't make the mistake. I just had the tool on the wrong way around, and yeah, it just cost me extra time that I didn't really need to. So make sure you use the tool correctly, and sorry I couldn't show actually taking off the ball joint, but as you can see, we just keep on winding and winding and winding. Definitely do not use an impact gun because it just will strip out the tool, and it will pretty much become useless. It's a lot of money for that tool, so I wouldn't want to waste it. And yeah, so I just did it by hand. So as you can see, the results end up coming good. I get a screwdriver to check underneath. Like as you can see the clip here, I'm just looking under. I take it off and then I get a screwdriver, and if I can wedge the screwdriver under, that means that I need to go again. If not, I'm all done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to try and do some more of this mechanical stuff. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed.